Development chance is going up for one of two tropical waves that we are watching. It's the one that's further out at sea right now in the central Atlantic. It's the red shaded area now having an 80% shot to develop as designated by the National Hurricane Center. Now, a 30% shot over the next 2 days. That's up from 20%. That one is likely going to stay way out to sea and curve well east of the United States. It's the wave that's closer to the Lesser Antilles that eventually will move into that orange shaded color that encompasses a lot of the Turks and Caicos and parts of the Bahamas and gets close to Florida. Cautiously optimistic that this one is going to turn too, but it's a little further down the line. And what happens with the red shaded area storm, that one that's further out to sea, does have a lot to do with the life and the future of what happens to the preceding wave, the one that's closer to the Lesser Antilles right now. I want to show you something here. These are the ensembles, and this is the best thing to look at if you're a weather enthusiast and want to stay up to date with some of the models. This is on weathernerds.org, and you see two distinct areas. There's a lot of lines on the right side of your screen. That is going to be the wave that's shaded in red, the one that's further out into the central Atlantic. We have the one that's closer to home a little bit. That's the one that's shaded in orange with a slightly lower shot for development here. There's clearly a turn on the right. So I'm not too concerned with that one. I'm not really concerned with the other one either, but it's something to watch just because you do see some of the members here, the 51 members of the European ensemble, want to try to tick that a little further to the west a little bit. We'll talk about why in just one second. The GFS ensembles clearly kind of take one of these entities up and out. And then the new Google AI models, most of these take both of the entities up and out as well. A few of the AI models get the AI ensembles, get them closer to the Carolinas. There's one that kind of bends it toward Florida, likely an outlier. But what the situation is, there's an upper low, there's a cold front coming through that should give both of those things a nice clean sweep and send them packing out to sea. There's a little bit of uncertainty, though, as to the timing and how much one storm impacts the other storm, and then where they are at the time that that cold front sweeps down. There's an outside shot that it misses its ride out, and then it's allowed to come a little further to the west. That's just an outside shot there. Again, just something to watch over the next week. By the way, this is all the way out until the last few days of September and early October, so still a lot of time, even though they're relatively close. They're about halfway between Africa and the Caribbean islands. Just something to be mindful of, just something to watch. But again, cautiously optimistic that the wave that's closer turns. Really optimistic that that further one that's out there, shaded in red, that high area, that one gets up and out of here and leaves all the United States alone.